Hello YouTube. So we're gonna play another 10-minute plus 5-second increment, and we're playing black against Kapaline 1974. So this player opened with the Larsen with 1b3. I'm not that familiar with how to play it. I remember something with bishop d6. Something about that. Like bishop d6, c6, bishop c7. I'm not that completely sure. So the Larsen is a rare opening, but it is quite playable. I'm not sure about that move. So now you should defend this pawn. Let's see how he's gonna defend it. So my idea is to play bishop to c7 and d5, or bishop c5. All right. Like this is all just weakening. If I end up surviving this attack, he's gonna have a bad position. I like maybe sacrificing a pawn, but what's the best way to do it? Maybe like this, knight d6. Yeah, I want to get active development to make use of his pieces and his weaknesses. Like playing e5, pawn to e4. His plan is probably to play d4 to make use of the rook and the queen. If he takes here, then I'll take with the knight, and yeah, he has to stop me from playing knight to d4. I'll go like this so that if he takes, I can take with the knight and threaten knight d4. It's not a tactical threat, but yeah, I feel like it's gonna be very good if I get my knight there. Yeah, if I take with the queen, he might trade queens and try to win this endgame being a pawn up. So instead, I'm gonna try to get my pieces active while keeping the queens on the board. This is kind of annoying that my knight is still undeveloped. So definitely on the plate is trying to get him to take on c6. I think I'll prepare to play knight to d4 so that if he decides to take, I can take back. And then he moves the knight, and then I'll take the pawn with my queen, takes back. Then I'll take back with the rook, protecting my d pawn. My pawn structure is still very solid. Okay, so in the end, he goes for this gambit. And now to prove that I have compensation, I need to get my pieces into the center. So this is more of a positional pawn sacrifice because he has a weak h4 pawn and a backwards f2 pawn. I'm just thinking how best to use my pieces. Now I'm debating whether if he takes to take with the e-pawn or the queen. So I take with the queen, he's gonna play c3. If I take with the pawn, he might also play c3. But now at least I have, I'm attacking the queen, and when he moves it, depending on where he moves it, I can play rook a to c8. Here I also have another idea with queen to c6 because the queen is undefended. But he's gonna play c3. Hmm. I can get my knight to d3. I like this because in some variation I can get my knight to d3, and then I can swing my queen over to the king side via queen to a6. Unless I have a really nice tactic after c3, which I don't see. And I would like to play f5, but I can just take en passant, and I'll just lose a pawn. Notice I have always this check on e2, so you can't play a move like rook g1 because then I would just play check and take the rook. My queen is defended by the pawn, so he has no knight f6 check. Actually, knight f6. No, it doesn't work. Knight f6, g takes check, queen takes g2. So I indirectly defended against that threat. Alright, he's giving me his dark square bishop, and if I take and play d3. Now he's gonna play d3. So weak. I think with the e pawn, it's a weak pawn. I'll try to activate my bishop like this. I'm gonna play c3. Question is, do I have nice move? I don't like d3, so I'm just gonna I messed up. After knight 6 check, I can just move the king. So it's not completely awful. His knight is solidified, but at least I have an open diagonal for my bishop. This is an interesting position. Not that easy to play. It's very dynamic. You know, I would like to get my bishop to c3. So he's weakening all the dark squares. That's very good news for me. Now, do I play bishops here first? Or queen here? Maybe this is a bit more sneaky. My idea is to bring the queen here, the bishop here and here. I'm gonna defend like this. Actually, yeah, like this is always good for white whenever he gets that. So I'll just stop him from playing queen here. Yeah, so like I said, I just sidestep that check. And then if he doesn't move the knight, then I can take it. So I can take, it takes. Alright then, this is really nice for me. I basically got a free move. Bishop a5 was for free. It was a free move because he played this and he played back. So I'm liking my position now. Because it's not that easy for him to stop queen a3. Like, how does he stop queen a3, queen a3, if he's not playing a4? I expect this doesn't work, buddy. Yeah, it doesn't work. Alright, well, good game. Let's go over it. Yeah, white usually goes bishop b2 and f4. So against bishop b2, the line I was thinking of was like this. Actually, it goes like this, I think. So you, and somehow you play knight a5 and c6. Alright, but instead, play one like this. Yeah, d4. So computer likes this position for black. I don't blame the computer. Looks pretty good. b5 was the move here. Yeah, here my idea was to gambit the pawn. For the computer, it doesn't work because the computer is the computer. But it's not that easy to play for white. Yeah, like it's very hard to give up your bishop in that at that instance. But he did it. Yeah, the move was a5 to attack. Yeah, like I noticed it was a waste of time. Okay, so he should have taken and played a4, b5, queen g4. And here also the same thing that happened that computer about. They're here, king a2 takes b4. Yeah, this is just mate. Alright, so kind of a short game, only 24 moves. And yeah, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please give a like and subscribe. And yeah, so stay tuned for future content and see you in the next one. Bye for now.